We got a couple. We don't have tunnels. We got viaducts.
Okay.
Viaducts.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna pull up while I'm on the phone with you, just to get us started. I'm gonna pull up a picture of you to put on the screen.
Okay. Cool.
LA, talk on it. There we go. I think I got you right. Boom. Bam. Let me put up a graphic of you. One of your pictures. Let me see. I got a picture of you with the turtle.
Yeah, all you need is you can just go to Google and look up a picture of David Blaine and it'll be the same. Like either way, it's not the same.
Too funny. Too funny. All right, so let me see here. Let me find.
David Blaine is way cooler than I am.
Too funny.
Like he barely makes any sound when he talks.
Let me ask you. Are you in a position where you can take me off speakerphone, or does it have to be on speakerphone?
Not right this second. If you give me like 10 minutes, I can get there.
Cool. All right, we're working from there because I got the. All right, so now my voice is being recorded into this one, and I got you, and I got your picture up. Well, yep. Thank you, first of all, kind sir, for giving me a call and letting us work this out.
We're talking about people's heads.
What? All right, let me see here. All right, now you can hear me, right? Still. Yep. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, and I got a better handle on things. So one of the things you did for me, kind sir, was you took my men's hair competition. You brought up some things I didn't think about.
Right.
And I guess that's one of the things you do is you help me see things that I wouldn't otherwise have seen.
Yeah, there's a lot of bogus heads out here, man.
You said there's a lot of bogus what?
There's a lot of bogus heads out here, like hairstyles you don't even think that human beings would wear. Like this is like almost 2020 level, like with technology mixed with crazy, like stupid things that nobody should try. Like you got guys that are tattooing hair over bald, and it's like your wrist didn't even touch that.
You said tattooing hair.
There's a lot more that you can roast people about. Like the list is just touching the, that's scratching the surface. There's so much more. You know what I mean? Dirt you can dig.
Yeah. So let me for the listeners. So I have a men's hair competition, and it was initially going to just be for the people in Sparta, Wisconsin. But I live in Toma, which is right next door to Sparta. So I've opened it up to the region so that I got Sparta and Toma, and then. But most of the people that are here don't have the problems that you brought up, Jihad. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the same, scenarios that you brought up, but it makes me want to bring these people up, set them up, so that we can bless those people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to run through my list real quick, and then do you remember all the things that you brought up?
Yeah, definitely. And I got a few extras too.
You do have okay, cool. Because I'm going to be writing these down so that I make sure I don't want to miss not one. Lord knows I don't want to miss any opportunity to any category that I can add to this men's hair competition. I want to be so here. So far, what I've got is the soul patch, the unibrow, the mullet.
Well, the soul patch and the unibrow is basically the same thing. If you You just slide the soul patch up like about 3 inches.
That's pretty good. I didn't think of that. All right.
Some patches here in the center of the face. Yep. Hey, hang on one second.
Yep.
That's it. It was gonna be more, but they didn't have the rest of the things I wanted. I have to wait till the truck comes. There's a kind of sauerkraut that I usually get. They'll probably have it like Monday when the trucks come in. I'll come back. I mean, I work down the street. For celery, yeah, 1 out of 3. Hey, sorry about that. Real life.
No problem. No problem. You ready for me?
Yeah. Okay. So
okay.
back to the list. Sorry.
Back to the list. So the Hitler mustache, which is kind of out of style right now. But I did learn about the reverse Hitler mustache.
Okay. Okay. Why?
There's such a thing as called the man bun.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous one. Yeah.
Yep.
Very popular at Barnes and Noble. That's the man bun. The Kung Fu, the legend continues, man bun. Be out of uniform Kung Fu. The legend continues, man bun.
I am a supporter, Jihad, of the comb over.
Oh, the comb over, yeah?
I support the comb over.
I mean, but there's an East Coast comb over that comes from the left side of the head to the right. And then there's a West Coast comb over that goes from the right side to the left. And, I mean, do you have a bias? Are you coast banging on the comb over? Like I mean, is it Eastern comb over? Does that get less love? I mean, we're both from Illinois, right? So, like, we're right smack dead in the middle of the country. I mean, but I tend to have more family on the East Coast, so I tend to lean towards the left going right comb over. Whereas the West Coast comb over gets less love and appreciation just because it's unfamiliar. You know what I mean? Like, what is that? Why just give up and shave it? And also, wait a minute. If these guys are bald and they need to comb it over, why don't they consider the tattoo like I threw in earlier? Like, just shave it off and have somebody tattoo the stubs in your head. Black stubs.
Are you saying you've seen somebody tattoo?
I mean, it's permanent, right?
They had a design. They must have had a design.
I got it.
They have that kind of design. Then we've got the balls, just straight balls, right? Category.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We got balls with beard category.
Ooh. Yeah.
I did not put this on the list, but I just thought about balls with bangs.
What? How do you even do that?
I know. I've never seen. That's why there's no category. But if somebody sends in a picture with balls with bangs, I will add it to the list. I will add it as a.
That's kind of like That's like, okay. Wait. Can I tell a quick story?
Yes, sir. Please.
Okay. Yeah. So when I was 13 years old, I asked my father to give me a spade. And my father, he had these animal clippers that he used to use to cut, the kind of clippers that he would use to cut a dog. And And he said, yeah, I'll give you a fade. What is it? I said, well, you cut it short on the side, right, and you just leave it long on the top. And he just kind of blended in. And I'm thinking he could do that just because I told him what it was. So he cut all the hair off my head except for the hair in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Once I was bald with bangs. So I understand the plight of the man with the bald bangs look. Cause, you know what I mean? Because I've been there. I can lead to the struggle of the bald bangs. And if you put a hat on just over the bald, all they see is the bangs. It's good. It's the Bruno Mars look, too.
We got bald with beard, right?
Oh, that's good. That looks hard. That's a hardcore look, yeah.
Right? Balding with long hair.
Okay, yeah, that's terrible. Your hair looks like partially melted mozzarella string cheese.
But you know what? The thing about it is, again, what men do. The reason for this whole competition is, as much as we would want to make fun, I think that men we don't get a chance to be appreciated for what it takes for us to make ourselves look our best to leave the house.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is a way to honor. Yeah, we're poking fun because obviously these are categories that people have never seen before, but I honor.
Yeah.
The man that's balding with long hair, he is that is such a contradiction at times. You know what I'm saying? To be balding.
True.
And then you have long hair.
You know what that makes me think about is when, like, Coolio had his last hit probably in 1996 when he did Gangsta's Paradise.
Right.
And, you know, when Coolio did that, he was hard. He had the dreads on his head, and, you know, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I like to look at my, you know, he was hard. So, and you would have looked at his hair and been like, yeah, no, he's not joking to look at his hair. He's serious. Like, he wasn't combing his hair for this. He didn't care about his outfit for this video. It was a raggedy, you know, flannel shirt. He was serious. Then you see him like a few years later, still had the twisties, but most of his hair was gone.
Really?
So he had like it's not micro braids, but at that point he just had micro follicles.
Let me see if I can find a current picture. Hold on. Let me see if I can find Coolio.
He had the nano twist. And it was mostly skull with a few little follicles still trying to twist up for him. Still doing a fantastic voyage across his skull.
No way. Oh,
no, look at the pictures, Sam.
No, I am looking. Listen, this is what he did. Hold on, let me pull this picture up and make it big.
Look closely at, look, Coolio, he loses no points, right? Because he's still hard. He's still LA strong. He did his thing. You know, he makes it the head.
Listen, this is what he did. He thinned, and he's got sort of like a reverse mohawk thing going, and he has a tattoo in the middle of his head.
Yes. Yeah, which totally distracts from the balding.
Wow, man.
Like the tattoo, with the tattoo, you could barely even tell he's going bald.
Wow.
Unless you look. And then then he's going bald.
Wow.
Actually, can I throw one in here real quick?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to interrupt the list, but this just came as an inspiration.
Okay, I'm listening.
The Bernie Sanders.
Hold on, let me pull up. You said the Bernie Sanders. Okay.
I need to do this impression all day long. Like I needed a segue to do my Bernie Sanders impression.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just want to throw this one in. Now, I want to say something, too, about Bernie. I don't want to talk about politics and whatever, But Bernie has had white hair since he was 42 years old. Like all the way white, Santa Claus white hair since he was like 40 years old.
Right.
Okay. Now, Bernie doesn't care, has no feelings about fashion. You know what I mean? You can see in his face that he doesn't care. When you hear his voice talk, it sounds like an older version of me. It's just like if I was from New Hampshire, you know what the problem is? A little bit turned up version of me. And that hair just signifies his lack of concern for what you think about how he looks. So he's kind of like the old man Jewish version of Coolio. That's all I'm saying. The small short segue.
I have a picture. What I have up, and you'll see it when this comes out. I have a picture of Bernie Sanders with the wind going through his hair.
Yes.
It's not bad, man. Yeah, you know.
It looks like Monty Burns, right? Like from The Simpsons. Excellent.
And see, you know what? The thing about it is that Bernie Sanders should not use products to try to keep his hair locked down.
Exactly.
It is the way it is, and I support that hairstyle. Doggone it.
Yeah, exactly. No, like he's not doing the whole, the dye and the tumbleweed head that some other people are doing. He's not doing the Botox and the spray tan. He's out there straight and raw. No pigment, just raw. That's love. That's the kind of thing.
Hold on, wait. Did you say no pigment?
No pigment, not even in his hair. He got so mad one day. He was like, you know what? I'm tired of sitting up there in this room while everyone's lying. And the color ran out of his head.
Oh, snap. You said no pigment.
The pigment shot right out of his hair. And since then, he's been kind of like the Mortal Kombat Raiden of politics. He's like the old man that just looks electrified. I love him. Don't get me wrong. Bernie, I mean, that's hardcore.
And he's considered bald with short hair, I guess, right?
Yeah, but no pigment. No pigment in his eyebrows. No hair. We don't need pigment in a socialist society. Hey, listen. Sanders, man, he needs a whole day of this show, by the way. But I don't mean to impose on the list, but I was driven to throw Bernie in the pot. That's probably in 20 years, 30 years, that's how my voice is gonna sound.
That's too funny. Hilarious. All right, let me go back to this list. This is freaking amazing. I'm grateful to you. I'm so grateful. I sent you my flyer, and you sent me more back. Okay, so we got ear hair. So that's
I got a little bit of that.
Hair. Okay, what's going on with ear hair that you noticed?
Well, I'm a Mediterranean Jew. I have a little bit of blood from the Middle East, a little bit of blood from Europe, and that mix just seems to be very hairy. Every time I get my beard cut, you gotta cut over the top of my ears, cut the ear hair off. It's not as bad. There's a difference though. There's Italian ear hair and Greek ear hair. That's a little bit different.
Right.
Because the Greek hair, the Italian ear hair, that's actually more in the hole of the ear.
No.
Right? It's almost like a flap, like you see on the back of a truck, big mud flap ear hair. Like, I get it at the apex of my ear, around the helix of my ear. And I mean, it looks bad, but it almost looks like part of my other hair.
Look, I was about to put up Greek ear hair, okay?
Yeah. I had an Italian teacher, right? And he was a tough guy.
This is whack. This is not. Nothing. I put Greek ear hair and nothing. Who's another group?
I don't know. Maybe if you look up Kojak, you'll see like a bald head with like a few ear locks.
I doubt it. Not Kojak.
I'll tell you what, though.
Ooh, you know what? Oh, snap. Yo, there's some pictures of Telly Savalas. He had some nice looking hair. Oh, snap.
Yeah, he was the Mac before he...
And when he started balding, he still tried to work. This was a handsome dude right here, man. Freaking Telly Savalas.
He was a Mac before he went full chemotherapy.
And you know what? This is what's funny about Kojak. I remember seeing when I used to watch Kojak, he out-cooled everybody. He was a lieutenant.
Yeah.
His golf, the captain, he out-cooled them. He was
well. I mean, you remember Kojak's catchphrase, right?
No, what was the catchphrase?
I mean, when was the last cop you had with a cool catchphrase? You know, usually it's, book 'em, or you're gonna spend your life in jail, right in hell. His catchphrase was, "Who loves you, baby?"
Who loves you, baby?
Now that's cool. Like, that's for a cop. Yeah. That's borderline TV cinematic cool. That guy was. Yes. That was the one from the 70s.
Son. All right, so let me go back to the list. I got my Telly Savalas up there. Okay. All right. So then we got nose hair. Now,
no eyebrows.
Well, unibrow. Oh, just eyebrow hair. Gotcha.
Like you said, no hair. So like this. So they they're like potato heads.
No, I've seen it. But I was going to remind you of something that you educated me on a long time ago.
Uh-oh.
You educated me on nose breath.
You got a weird memory, man. Like, your memory is out there on the next level.
Listen, how do you forget nose breath? How do you forget when somebody comes over to your house and while we're working on music, you have a discussion with me about nose breath? How do you forget that?
I don't know, but like I have an interesting attention span. So like it's certain things that lock my attention, like nose breath.
So what is nose breath, and could you please explain it so that my listeners will understand it and know when they run up on nose breath?
Like on an everyday level, like on a man-to-man, a layperson's level, nose breath is the smell that's coming out of somebody's nose.
Okay.
The medical reason why they have a smell, and it's usually that they have some type of mucus or bacterial infection, and it's creating that sort of dry. It's almost like it smells like dry food.
It smells like dry what?
It's like if you left a meal out, like you ate a meal and you left the meal out and the food just sat there and dried out, like all the water ran out of spaghetti, all the water ran out of the sauce, and all you had left there was a funky plate of dry food. It's kind of like that.
So here's what it says. It says, can you have bad breath from your nose? Another leading cause of bad breath, smelly secretions from your nasal passages, sinus infections, or the presence of bacteria in your nose and sinus cavities may also give off noxious odors. Using a saline nasal wash can help alleviate this problem.
Don't believe the hype. Salt water does not kill the funky nose breath.
Oh, it doesn't?
There's a Chinese guy in New York that actually recommends using baked shampoo and saline.
You said baked shampoo?
Baby shampoo.
Baby shampoo.
Yeah, but look that up. Don't just do that. Like if you're listening to hear that, don't just do that.
You heard it here first. First of all, you heard about putting baby shampoo in your nose. You heard it here first, and then thank God there's a disclaimer right after that. Don't just
do that. Well, you know how you hear something on the internet, you're like, oh, yes, sounds like a good idea. Don't see how that could go wrong.
Wait, but see, this is what I don't understand. You said baby powder and what?
No, baby shampoo.
Baby shampoo and what?
Salt water and baby shampoo.
So not just salt water.
Right. So the theory behind salt water is that salt makes you secrete. So if you take salt water in like a salt water solution, that's what salt water is saline.
Right.
If you use a saline solution in the nose, it'll cause you to start, secreting more phlegm, and you'll be able to get the bacterial infection out because now you're starting to open up and clear the sinus. Right. But what I'm saying is, if there's a bacterial infection and you're just using salt water, how long is that salt water going to stay in the nasal passages? And you really think that's long enough to get all of the bacteria out?
Right.
So there's a Chinese medical doctor that recommended his particular. He has a recipe somewhere on the internet. If you look up baby shampoo nasal rinse, it'll tell you how to do it and what not to do. And it'll probably tell you to check with the physician before you do it. All of that.
Right. Baby shampoo nasal rinse.
Right. Please check with your medical care provider before you.
Okay, here we go. All right, it says baby shampoo nasal irrigation has promised as an inexpensive, tolerable adjuvant to conventional medical therapies for symptomatic patients after FESS, whatever that is. Its greatest benefit may be in improving symptoms of thickened nasal discharge and postnasal drainage.
Yep.
Oh, here it is. Look. A lady wrote, how I beat my sinusitis by snorting baby shampoo.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Like a lot of times, the media is hilarious. Like the media is going to give you the news. Like that article right there by sniffing baby shampoo. That's
yes.
There's no way you can sniff shampoo. Okay, it's a liquid. It would have to be injected. But that's hilarious that she said that. It said this lady died from eating too much bok choy.
Really?
Bok choy is like a small cabbage.
Yeah.
So the article, get this is the title. It says, Death by Bok Choy.
Doggone it.
Now, she died, and that's sad, but try not to laugh at that title.
No, I see it. Death by bok choy. Not quite, but eating way too much put one woman in a coma.
You see what I'm saying? How can you not laugh at Death by Bok Choy? It sounds like a very uninspired horror movie. Okay, so we got this villain that goes around decapitating people. We've got another villain that locks people up in a hostel and tortures them, and so many different villains. All I had last night was bok choy. Bok choy is running around just offing people. And it's so awesome. But about is most people never even heard of bok choy, and all of a sudden they're learning that it's lethal.
Right.
The woman ate 2 pounds of bok choy every day. That's a lot of bok choy.
She was. I I didn't read the whole story. I that's an interesting headline. You said, and so she ate 2 pounds of it. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 2 pounds of bok choy daily. Like, what else do you eat with it, though? Like, you have a pound of bok choy and some steel almonds.
Yeah.
Like, I can't, there's nothing to garnish bok choy. It's an eliminated dish. Anyway.
Yeah.
So Kojak was the man, no doubt.
I agree.
Kojak's catchphrase was the illest line in TV in the 70s.
Hey, do you mind if I ask you a quick question? You got this lady with you. Let me see. With Joy Abraham.
Joy.
Is this a current or old? Is this a?
No, Joy and I. Joy and I, we've been friends. We've been a couple, and we've been partners for about 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
She is a looker. If you don't know what I'm saying.
No, she's a beautiful lady.
You
no doubt about it.
Really good together, man. Y'all look really nice together.
Hey, and we're the same age too, so I don't have to keep explaining the 90s to her.
Don't you hate it?
Like keep explaining. Okay, I wore my hair like that because that was what was popping in the 90s. You know, so it's a lot easier when you don't have to explain.
Yes, exactly. Well, congratulations. I'm going to like the picture right now. And you tell Joy that I said both of you look very beautiful together. Spell it right. Oh.
Hey, since we're talking about hairstyles, I know you.
I'm peeping it. It's a
Caesar.
Is that a Caesar? I mean, it's like you haven't shaved. So
yeah, it's a Caesar.
So the stubble is merging in with the hair, the beard. So that's the Caesar. Is that what I'm looking at?
Yeah, I've had the same haircut for 15 and a half years, and I don't care. Thank you.
Right now, you'll see when I put the video up, you'll see that I have my gray beard and my, I'm supposed to shave. I plan on shaving tonight or tomorrow, and I went to go shave, and my clippers don't work right now. So I gotta go find the clippers that my wife uses for my son, because usually when I put on my music uniform, I usually shave, but I'm like, anyway. So you'll get a chance to see that.
Okay, yeah.
Look at the video.
As you get older, it's real important that you spend money on your clippers.
Yeah. You're right.
When you were 20, you could go to like a $20 pair of clippers and do a self-cut at home.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, that's tight. But now you got to spend money, because if you don't cut it up right, you got gray.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a really long gray, and you neat, but you got a really long gray stub.
Hey, you're fading out a little bit. Are you able to take me off a speaker, or are you still on speaker?
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Can you hear?
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, spend money on clippers. Like I just bought a pair of clippers for $170.
Good Lord.
And you know what? I end up having to do that once a year.
What are you doing with how come they don't last longer than that? Good God.
Look, you can, and I'm trying to tell you, like, I'm in the public eye. Like, I work in clinic, right? And, you can see me. I'm not heavy set. I'm not too skinny. I keep myself in good shape. People are always looking at me. every day in clinic. Like, oh, if I had a hair out of place, somebody would be like, he's got anemia, he's dying. You know, everything he says is not. You know, it's all a lie. But the thing is, like, you just got to keep yourself, especially if you work with the public. They look at everything.
No, I mean you're definitely right about that. And I haven't. I shave, and usually I keep a little mustache, and then shave bald, shave my beard or whatever. That was my normal way. I used, obviously I used to have a fade, but then
right.
I just started shaving everything because it just made it easier and cheaper, in terms of going to the barbershop. But then like while I'm at my current job, these people got beards that are ZZ Top, Grizzly Adams beards. Beards, I'm serious. I'm working in a factory, man, and I'm talking about these guys' beards are amazing. And I want to grow a beard like these guys have. I mean, these guys are
like Duck Dynasty.
Yes, yes. I mean, serious business beards, like.
Wow.
And so that's what inspired me to do the men's hair competition, because I want to honor, I want to honor these guys and give them a chance to show off how good their beards look. And I had I had a discussion with one of my coworkers. We were in the grocery store, and I met his wife, and so she said she don't like his goatee. He got a long goatee that extends down to his pecs, and he loves his goatee. And so both of them kind of were going back and forth about it. She said she don't like it. He says, I love my beard, and I love that he loves his beard, and I love that he's like, listen, I love you, honey, but I need to keep my beard because I like it. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes...
Yeah, no, without a doubt. I mean, there's there's scripture about that, right? Isn't that
really?
like Leviticus 15:20, something about not cutting the side of the beard or something in the story of Samson? Like, I'll throw this one at you. I used to play in a band.
Okay. Really?
Right? And, when I was tired of rap music, because it's easy to get tired of rap music. Let's say you see a guy walking around the stage with no band and just, the CD playing. It's easy to get tired of that. So I wanted to play reggae music because I love reggae music. Mm-hmm. Reggae music, there's praise music. There's Christian reggae. The Bible chart reggae.
I haven't heard it, so introduce me to something.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's why. That's a good angle, to get people involved, because Caribbean music doesn't get a whole lot of rotation here. Right. But I love. I'm a rebel. I'm a renegade. Like, I love things that people don't pay attention to. So I was like, oh, reggae. Let me listen to this, and I fell in love with it. Yeah. So I'm playing in a band, and they're like, man, you got to grow your hair. Everybody else in the band has dreadlocks. You need long hair. I'm like, oh.
Oh no.
Well, one, I don't want to take care of long hair, and two, I don't want to go through the awkward stage where you go from short hair to long.
Right.
But I had to do it for the band.
Oh, goodness.
And fortunately, I had a job where I could wear a hat every day.
Are you telling me that I can look on your Facebook pictures and I can find one of these pictures? Are you? You
might
that?
see. I mean, you might see a picture where I had like the really bulky Rasta Tam hat, where I had a lot of hat on my head, but you won't see any of the hair pics. I have scoured those off the internet. Have you ever heard of a Jew fro? Like, this is it's not an afro. Like, an afro is different grade of hair, but the Jew fro is where you have a curled mess on your head that has an amorphous, non-shapen sort of, it's kind of like, it's like an old sponge that starts to fray at the end. It's not going to do anything, but, so it took me about a year to grow the Jew fro, and I would put like enough gel in it, enough aloe vera gel, so it was sort of laid down on my head. and it sort of from a distance resembled everyone else's hair. And then when you got up close, you could see real clearly that I had like some gelled down Jufro hair. But this is what I had when I played in the band. And you know what's funny is, like, if you look at my pictures, I'm an ambiguous looking person. Like, you will never be able to figure out where I'm from or what I am by looking at me.
Okay, I got you on that. I got you.
Right, so, like, I played in a band with all Jamaicans.
Yeah.
So they had the beautiful accent, the Yaman accent. Yaman, Wagwan man. And me, I sound like this. I'm from the Midwest, and I don't even have a southern twang. I live in the South. Like, I have nothing. So like, people would come up after the show, and they would go up to Yaba Griffiths, and they would be like, yo, Yaba, good show. He'd be like, yeah, man, cool, man, Thank, give thanks, ayah. Right? And all the whole band, good show, and everyone would give thanks, you done know, say, right? Like the whole thing. And they walk up to me like, yeah, good show, and they're waiting to hear how I sound. And I could see it in their face just for a second. They're like hopeful that I also have a beautiful accent. And I'm like, damn it, no, I don't. So I look them in the face like, yeah, thanks a lot. We'll be here all the way till next Thursday. Thanks for coming, huh?
It's like such a letdown. It's such a letdown.
And now they feel cheated, right? Like, this dude isn't even Jamaican. Like, I was jamming out to some of those songs, and then look at this.
It's like, I don't want the CD now.
This is the least Jamaican person I've ever seen. But don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted. I know the language. I just wouldn't. I don't want to do that for a living. Like, right. Be a contracted Jamaican. Like, no, it's good to see you. It's 8 in the morning. When I clock in, the patois will begin. I'll start my patois as soon as I clock in. But right now I'm on a break.
If you did, would that make you Jamaican?
Jamaican. Rasta.
There you go.
Yeah. There's actually an artist that calls himself the original Jamaican.
Oh my goodness, are you serious? Oh my, let me look him up real quick. Let me look him up.
But bro, this is what I've been trying to tell you for 25 years.
Yes,
like,
sir.
Jewish people are everywhere. Like, Sean Paul?
Yeah.
Sean Paul, that shake that thing, da-na-na-na shake that. He's Jewish. He went to the B'nai B'rith High School.
Oh snap! Jamming.
This is what
the original Jamaican. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, man. I've been on stage with the Jamaican.
Are you serious?
And he's corny as hell, though. Excuse my mouth. He's corny as I don't know what.
Is he kind of black?
I think he's mixed. Let
me see if I can play a little bit of this here.
It's corny, and I'm preparing you for the corn.
They filmed it sideways, sort of.
Yeah, he doesn't have the best promotion people.
There we go.
You know what I love about this little segment is that you can fact check everything I'm saying like instantly. Most people just say they think I'm just talking like, oh, that's not true. Go to the internet and find it. See, I say things that like people go, oh no, there's no way, but then they just say it's just Yachty. That's just Yachty talking. Okay, go to the internet.
Yeah,
like the internet will reveal.
Yes, that's one of the things that I'm grateful for. And see, eventually I'm going to be a little bit better tied in because right now, when I edit this, I'm going to have to take the audio of our phone call and merge it with the audio and video. And so it should be easy, but I remember sometimes I'll do it and then like one is running at 3 miles an hour and one is running at 3.2 miles an hour. So I gotta cut some stuff out to make sure that it stays on because it kind of gradually gets off, after about like 5 minutes or whatever. By the time we get to the end, it's like, yo, the Brit, just, you know, it's like, so I've got to work that out. But I'm grateful because at least eventually I'm going to have all this tied in together, so that way now I'll be able to have the audio and the video.
No, I salute that. That's not easy. That's not easy work.
Well, I think once I just I got all the hookups, and I just haven't hooked them up yet. So, you know, this call is sooner than. But I'm glad you said. But anyway, so the original you making that you said you've been on stage with him.
Yeah, there's a festival, the African Fest in Chicago in Washington Square Park.
Yeah.
Off of 55th South Side. It's usually off of 55th and Washington Square Park. And there were a couple of times when Roots Vibration, the band, or Yaba Griffith and Tracks, the bands that I've been around and played with, the couple of times that they were on stage with the original Jew Meakan.
Yeah. And
he's corny. Like, but the thing is, listen, you know, just the same way in 1997, 1998, when Eminem started rapping. Right. Or I'm not going to say he started rapping, because he probably rapped longer than both of us. Like, when he started getting limelight.
Yeah.
Right? Because Eminem is my sister's age. He's like 3 years older than me. Okay. And I'm like a year older than you. So when Eminem started getting popular, all of a sudden, like, Eminem could have been like, cat, bat, and rat is fat. And people would have been like, ooh, that was dope.
Yeah.
It's a fat rat and a cat and a bat and a hat. Like, people would have been like, whoa, he snapped. But it's just the novelty was there that Eminem was a white dude with blonde hair and a real squeaky voice, and he was rapping. You know, the same thing applies with the Jamaican guy. Like, he came around at a time when all the reggae singers, most of the reggae singers were black, except for maybe Yellow Man, who's albino. But yeah, man, I mean, it was a novelty that he was doing his thing, and you know, he probably had a big shine in the 80s, but at this point, he's just an old corny guy that should probably like become an investment banker.
So you're basically, I feel so bad. We're talking about hair, and we done moved, and you done gave the original Jamaican, you done gave him some doggone life advice. Oh, God.
I care deeply. I care deeply about his career, and it shouldn't be in music. Like, no, but the thing is, look, I can love you as a brother. I can care deeply about you, and I could care about your salvation of your soul. But if you're not good at music, that's not your gift. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I understand that, like, if I listen to music, right, and I listen to somebody who can sing way better than me, because there's a lot, I don't go, oh, I'm on that level too, praise God. No, I listen to my voice and go, ooh, yeah, no. I'm going to stick to rap. I mean, because I sing my hooks when I do rough drafts. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, this is a dope hook. It would sound much better if somebody else sang that.
Right, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Which, by the way, I hate to change the subject, and I hate to turn it on me and put you on the spot like I'm looking for a compliment. But I've been anticipating. Do you know? After all these years, I finally mustered up the courage to send you one of my freaking songs. And now that I have you on the phone,
oh, it's dope.
How horrible was that song?
That song was dope. Stop playing. It had the real hip hop as the hook. The real hip is that's the one you're talking about.
Sorry about that. I had to deal with my son real quick. All right, go ahead. Say what you said. I'm listening.
Yeah. No, you're talking about the song that had real hip hop as the hook.
Yeah.
No, the song was dope. What do you mean it was a bad song?
No, I was being facetious.
Oh yeah, no, there's feces all over that statement. That's a dope song. Quit playing. That's a dope song. Stop playing. Like, no. Like, okay. So first of all, the delivery with the sample, you did it the old school way, where you don't try to blow the sample away with, you know, like, I'm going to out-rap the sample. No, you played right in the pocket the way it's supposed to be done. Your lyricism is sharp. Your vocabulary is still above the rest.
Now I'm grateful. Wait, hold on for a second, Yadi. Come on over, son. Come on over. I'm recording. I'm trying to capture some stuff. Okay. So I don't know. Can you hear my son, Yadi?
Yeah. What's his son's name?
My son's name is Nate. Here, I'll put this in your ear.
What is it?
So me and my sister now.
Put that in your ear. Say hi to my friend. This is my friend.
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, how you doing?
Can you hear?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, act like we're recording the show, and I know you want to tell your story, but you have to come in. You have to come in.
Yeah, I can hear you. I hear you.
All right, son, go ahead with your story.
So my point is, me and Naomi, my sister, were sitting at the table.
Right.
Yeah.
So then so my sister put on Teletubbies. I sat through the entire messed up thing. I'm good.
Because you don't like the Teletubbies?
Yeah, I kind of do, but...
Okay.
So then...
Got you.
I just snuck back, and I saw... And Mom told me that Naomi was like... Look at her, like... She just shrugged and said...
Okay, so let me make that up. So you interrupted... we got a good flow going.
Okay.
We got a good flow going. No, come back over here. No, you're going to take this. You're going to take, get over here. No, get over here, son. Go take it like a man. You're going to take this like a man. Get over here. He's put on his headphones. Oh, man, doggone it. I love my children.
Hey, no, but look.
Yes, sir.
The Teletubbies go hard. Like that song. The Teletubbies go dummy hard. Like, I have kids too, and stop playing. Like, I don't love that.
Wait. What's the name of the song? Wait, let me see if I can find this.
I don't know the name of the song, but that's
I'm not gonna type Buckaboo in YouTube. Okay.
Look up Teletubby song. One of them, I don't know their names. Like, I don't know like details about the Teletubbies.
Was it a chicken song?
No. Like, so okay, years ago they had the Teletubbies toys. This is way back in the days when I worked at like Service Merchandise.
Right.
Okay, so this is going back to the 90s because that company doesn't even exist. But they had the talking Teletubbies, and one of them would talk like, and the other one had a song, and I would play the little and I beatbox over dummy hard. That's one of the illest Teletubbies. That's Teletubbies freestyle. That's if he crescendoed back up. It's hard, man.
So you're a supporter of the Teletubbies?
Man, like Caillou could rap. It's like a lot of kid stars would make really good rappers. Like I think the Teletubbies would make an excellent rap group. Like if they had some signature dance moves.
I have a picture of you and your son up right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm adding this, so that way it's
yes, you are.
Beautiful son.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. He's praise God. That right there. Like, so when I'm done and I'm dead and gone, and the world is done with all of my idiosyncratic behavior, he'll fill in all of the blanks.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that this audio like this, and the more that we do this, it'll also help out.
Yeah, my son was in the car, like my son was in the womb listening to my music. His mother used to drive. I had my mixtape was like 2008, and she was listening to it because she was all infatuated with me at the time. So she was just driving around listening to my music. You must understand that the touch, like all of that. And he came out the womb, listening to my music. I spent the first week of his life singing to him while he had antibiotics coming in through his foot.
Yeah.
When he was 5 years old, he was sitting in the car. He was like, "Yo, Abi is dad in Hebrew." He says, "Yo, Abi, dragons fly like dragonflies."
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a freestyle, yes? And he gave me the rapper face, you know, when you poke your lips out and just give, you know, you give him the and what expression, like and what, like he finished his thought.
Wow.
So yeah, no, so like whatever I didn't do, he can do.
Yeah, I got you. That's pretty good, man. Pretty good. Well, let's see. Oh, snap! Look at that, my buddy. Okay, yeah. We working on this song. I got a song that one of my buddies are working on, and I'm looking at the messages. He said he's gonna call me when he get off work. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. You blew up my list. I put it like this. We could go through this list, but I'm gonna tell you something. I've actually I've enjoyed spending time with you here.
Oh yeah, me too. Always, man.
What are you? What do you want to tell the public about the upcoming music that you have?
Well, okay, real quick, I have an album coming out for the new year, for next year.
2019? 2020?
2020 is named after the year, right? So it's going to be,
okay.
I mean, it's 2020, just like Vision.
Yeah.
And it's dedicated to the memory of my brother, Ernesto Quiles. And it's like, because I don't think I'll ever really be famous and get a biopic or behind the music, this album is the biopic. You're going to see a full range of everything.
Gotcha.
You're going to see some happiness, some sadness, some anger, some fear, some joy, some forgiveness, all of that. You're going to see life on this album. And I think it's, like, this is what I don't hear in music right now. I'm missing the humanity of it. I just don't hear people taking chances and being vulnerable. And there's plenty of that on this album.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So and it's a gift to share it with you. It's a gift to even talk about it. Like somebody I've known this long.
Yes, I'm really geeked about it. It's like, so like how far in the process do you have like 20 songs, 10 songs, 15 songs? You know,
I've got 9 songs written. I've got 9 written. My last song is called Don't Touch Me.
Okay.
And it's about child abuse.
Mm-hmm.
And that was number 9. So these songs are rough drafts. I'll go to the studio. You know how we work. You know, I go to the studio with 5 songs. I record 5 songs in 3 hours. Like I don't need a month to record a song. Like,
right.
Yeah, but
so
I've got 9 right now. Okay. And I'll probably have about 12 or 13 by the time I hit the studio.
Okay, gotcha. And like, do you record at home or do you record? You go to a location to do?
I go to Atlanta. I go to Atlanta to the homie Zach Crawford. Yeah. Zach Crawford, VCP, Zach Crawford Productions, from Chicago, now relocated to Atlanta. One of the dopest vocalists, and conceptually dope in arrangement. Yeah. But I go to Atlanta. I go to Georgia, I should say. And yeah, I work with VCP. But the thing is, there's a lot more technology than I knew. Like we could do whole albums at the house and sing, and there's like not virtual reality, but artificial intelligence programs that will master your. Yes. That's crazy.
That's what I used for the song, for that song that you heard. I mixed it down myself using Sony Acid, and then I uploaded it to Lander, and it put a little bit of polish on it.
Can I give a rest in peace shout out to Sony Acid?
It's not dead. It's not dead. It is not dead. You will not kill Sony Acid. I have it hanging up. For those of you, you can't see it, but I have a. Listen, because sometimes I would lose the disc. I would burn it. I would load it onto a computer, and if the computer died, I'd be looking all over for where the disc was. I have it hanging up right there, right next to it, right there. I'm looking at it.
Right,
dude. I don't want nothing to happen to that.
The long and the short of it, man. I'm grateful right now for this time because I think God would have given me the opening to be successful in music 20 years ago if I was more honest and if I was more serving of God's purpose. And I believe that now, I mean, I know that in faith that right now is this is a lot more about serving my purpose, that God has for me, more so than promoting Yadi Alamein, the superstar or whatever. I know that a lot of this is going to be painful to talk about, a lot of the things I bring up, and there's going to be a lot of tears that people shed in my family, and it's going to be necessary. But it's just like anything else. Like, to tell the truth comes with consequences, but those consequences are a lot more, let's say, they're worth it. Those consequences are worth it because in the end, truth is the door. Like, you want to get past all of the illusions that Satan has put in front of you, and you want to see the truth. You have to tell the truth. You have to be honest with yourself, and that's what this is 20 years after the fact.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, I'm very happy now that things didn't work out where a lot of my music that I put out at that time made it to a mainstream scenario where I was being played on radio. I'm very happy about that because I think that right now I'm in a position where I own all of my masters. I'm not beholden to anybody. And I just finished a meeting with, listen, I'm going to tell you something, sowing and reaping. Here it is. So for years, and if you ever get a chance to kind of get a glimpse at some of my shows, you'll notice, especially what I got, the things I got planned for the next 12 months of videos that I'm going to put out. Some of the videos are video footage that I've accumulated over the past 20 years of just having a camera. But when I got my camera in, when I got some type of camera, mini DV camera, back when I was like 24, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm 43. So I'm almost at 20 years where I've actually been recording footage of everything that every scenario that I was probably in and with other people, and I would put the camera, and I would always be behind the camera, and then I would get the video footage. And so I've got all types of footage. So Facebook enables me to kind of send that footage right to that person to say, hey, guess what? Here's when you were promoted to such and such. Hey, here's when you got ordained, or whatever the scenario is.
That's so amazing. That's so dope. I wish I would have done that same thing. That's a real good idea.
And here's the blessing for me, though. The blessing that I got out of it, and this is why I'm glad that things didn't work out the way that I wanted them to, which was I wanted to make an album and then somebody hand me $1 million, right? That was the way that was the plan, right? Yeah. So now I put this, because I've been behind the camera for, in front of it, I would be setting it up myself, or to have a friend of mine or brother-in-law or something like that hold the camera for me. But basically, majority of the footage that I have is me behind the camera capturing other people and setting them up. Now, I sold that. And people will recognize I've sold it, and now I messed around and reaped an intuitive cameraman. I have a friend. I have a friend that we just started our we just put our stuff together. I do sound and commentary, right? MC. I'm sure the MC.
Right, exactly.
He is a behind the camera guy, and he showed me the equipment that he's got. I've got everything to make it public. I got everything to publish everything, and he's got everything to capture everything, right? So I've never made a music video, and so now I'm finally in a position where not only can I do music videos, but now I'm able to do. I've been wanting to make a Purple Rain type movie, and I got the soundtrack of I've got all of my music.
So like Moonwalker, like you're creating a movie
exactly.
out of an album.
Exactly, just like Moonwalker, just like Purple Rain.
Like Streets is Watching, like Jay-Z.
I don't think I saw that.
Streets is Watching.
Streets is Watching.
Yeah, you don't want to see it. It's not valuable. It's not a valuable movie, but it's the same idea.
Son, your sister's calling. Son, your sister's calling.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tommy.
But anyway, you were about to ask something or say something. I feel like I interrupted you a little bit.
No, but I'm in agreement. I think it's great. I think all of that is dope. Visual media is probably where it's at as far as what gets people's attention, because they don't really listen to the music the way we do.
Right.
But yeah, I mean that's definitely it. I have a movie idea that I'll run by you.
Really?
I won't do it now, but
no, right. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Guess what? Because of this scenario, we are able to do it.
Man, you will laugh so hard when I tell you this idea.
For real? So we need to check that offline. So I can end this episode right now because I didn't think we would be doing it, but we've done an hour. I can end this episode and then we can continue talking and you can tell me the idea if you want to. And then this is the way we end the freaking
episode. Can I do something real quick? Okay, so Mr. Walker is a very humble individual. And despite some of the musings and clever wordplay, he's also a highly skilled thinker, even if you don't see his methods. And I want to say that I'm grateful to share this time and space with you, and to all of the people who may have been gravitating to the show. You're in the right place, and I thank you for listening.
That's nice. That's nice. Thank you guys for listening. You have been listening to Yadi Alamin.
Yadi, yeah. Yep.
And I like Alamin. But you're listening to Yadi. I'm going to put one more picture up of him. This one is, let's see, this one has, that's a good picture. Let me get a different one. Let me get another one. You and the little baby. Let me get you and the little baby.
Yeah, baby, yes.
Yeah, no, that was so cute. And so thank you so much for hanging out with us for the spontaneous episode.
It was a good time.
Let me make sure that I say this. So starting November 8th all the way through October 2nd, I will be doing live events in Sparta, Wisconsin. Book your tickets at emptydots.com. Every Friday. Our intention is not to miss a Friday. So we got a bunch of stuff going on. If you go to emptydots.com and you click on the link that says, let me just go to it just so I have it up there. Here we go, music. There we go. If you go to the link that says the Matt Ellipsis Show at 608 Live, boom, you click on that, right? And then you'll get the flyers and some of my commercials. Let me play one of my. Look here, Daddy. Let me let you hear one of the commercials for Farmers Night on 24 January 2020 and 13 March January 2020. We're having Farmers Night. This is about 2 minutes long at the most. Here we go. You can hear it, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. This is the Matt Ellipsis Show, and I'm here with Dave. And Dave has a special message for the farmers. We're going to have Farmer Night at 608 Live. The Matt Ellipsis Show at 608 Live. We're going to have Farmer Night. And Dave let me know the winning strategy for Farmers Night. Take it away, Dave. Well, you farmers, you guys are always getting the raw deal of everything around here. Every time you turn around, milk prices are going down, your land prices are going up, you can't get rid of your grain, it rains, it snows, there's nothing good for you guys to do. Well, tonight we're going to give you half price on the difference in that. With your wife, she gets half price, you get half price, come down, enjoy some drinks with us, and laugh all night long. Bring your farmer story. That's because you said prove you're a farmer So if you're ready to give us the farmer's tip, because I don't want to see documentation. I got a farmer or whatever, but real farmers to come in and enjoy their night. Right, and I mean what type of comments do they enjoy? I mean, I'm a black guy. What could I say that would be actually that a farmer be able to identify with? Farmers, all they really like to do, they like to laugh and enjoy themselves. Yeah. So make them laugh, get them enjoy themselves, and you got them wrapped around your finger. Now, so let me ask you a question. Okay. I asked him about Amish. I didn't ask that. I can do that. What should I give them if they can bring an Amish person with me? They can pay $10 more. He said make them pay $10 more. Amish people. Have you ever heard of Amish people, Yadi?
Oh yeah, of course, man.
So his hook was in this commercial. He said half off for the farmers, but if you bring an Amish person, then the Amish people got to play double because they
like they'll ever hear the commercial.
Right, like they'll ever hear the
Amish people don't do media. yeah, that's hilarious.
Which, by the way, one of my goals, kind sir, is I want to take video and some pictures of an authentic Amish person saying I embrace and got myself a smartphone with data, because he needs to go to website.
You won't.
That is one of my goals.
All right. Well, yeah. All right. Well, you know what? I won't cast any doubt on it.
Listen. I'm okay with casting doubt because I know what I'm saying is very, very ridiculous. But it's a lofty goal that I have. What were you going to say, though? What were you going to say?
No. I mean, it might happen. It's probably somebody named Simeon or something like that. But yeah, no. Good luck with the Amish folks.
They have some beards.
They're so isolated. They still Amish people are so isolated. They still have European accents.
I know. I want one of them to become part of my men's hair competition.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, you got to add Hasidic Jews too with the.
I would love if there's any Hasidic. Is it Asidic or
Hasidic?
So CHA.
If you're spelling it, yeah, Hasidic.
I don't want to sit on my mic while I don't want to.
No, but you can't say Hasidic. It's got to be Hasidic Jew.
Gotcha.
And Hasidic Jews are just as bad as the Amish people. In fact, they don't look that different from Amish people. Shout out to Weird Al Yankovic with the Amish Paradise.
Oh, my son freaking loves that song. My son loves that song. And
yeah, no, great. Weird Al Yankovic is the one. If I was him, I would do exactly what he does. Like if I was in Hollywood as a kid, I would be Weird Al Yankovic.
What'd you say? You said that's a funny statement to me because you said if I were Weird Al Yankovic, I would do what he does. I
mean, so out of all the things a Yankovic boy could do, like a little Polish American from California would do. You could have done anything in California. You could have gone into dope. You could have gone into movies. You could have gone into mental health. There's so many different things in mental health is a big one. You could have gone into so many different fields in California. You could have been a surfer.
Ooh.
You could have been a
taxidermist. Stay with me. Hold on for a second, Yadi. Hold on. Stay with me. Pastor Eldridge? Pastor Eldridge, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, so I got Yadi on the phone. Pastor Eldridge, this is one of my friends from before I became a Christian. And Yadi, this is one of the pastors that is part of my community. And, Eldridge, this is Yachty. Yachty, this is Eldridge.
Good to meet you.
All right, how you doing, Yachty?
And Pastor Eldridge, you know what I'm doing right now, right? You know I am recording, right? I'm doing it. Me and Yachty were in the middle of something, and you interrupted me, sir. But I wanted to call you all day, but I just didn't get the chance to because we got to talk about New Year's Eve because I don't believe that you really want to do it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Every time I think about it, I'm like, Pastor Eldridge does not really want to do New Year's Eve. He can't. He can't. Do you want to do New Year's Eve?
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing New Year's Eve, sir? Is that what we're doing?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me look at the calendar real quick. And I'm sorry about this, Yachty. Me and him, we were just almost finished, and we were making pleasantries, and then now you show up on the phone, and I need Yachty. Do you have a few seconds, Yachty? I need you. Listen, I need you to be a third-party witness, okay? Because I'm
listening.
Yeah, but I'm
plugged in right now. I'm getting every word right now.
Yes, I need you to be my witness, my rap partner witness, so that we can get this pastor to do the right thing towards us, okay?
No, I'm plugged into every sound right now.
All right.
Oh, snap, Marissa. Oh, no, I got an interview. Hold up. I got another one. I'm ready, whatever. All right, let me see. Give me about 10 minutes. Call me. Say, I'm listening, Pastor Eldridge.
No, I'm saying Yachty, you Ryan?
Listen, Yachty is amazing.
Oh,
Shoot,
man.
You want me? Listen, Pastor Eldridge. I'm gonna play. Do you mind if I play a little bit of Dalu for him?
Oh no, not at all.
It's okay. I don't know if you can hear this. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this, Pastor Eldridge. But do you have me on speakerphone or are you with the ear to the ear?
I got you on speaker right now.
Could you please take me to the ear? I'm the one got you on speaker.
I want everybody in the car to hear Yachty right about now.
Are they wait? Who else in the car? Is your mother in the car?
My mother's in the car.
Hey, Helen, how you doing, ma'am?
Hey, darling, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Hey, I got our interview, and I'm gonna make a special release of it. Is there a special day that you want me to specially release the interview you and me did?
Do I want one?
Here, I'll ask you about it later because we're on speakerphone, and it ain't working like I thought. All right, so here we go. It ain't working like I thought. And then is your son in the car too? Iman, is he in the car?
Iman's in the car. We ready.
All right, so y'all, I don't know if y'all gonna hear this, but here we go. We
ready.
All right, Yachty, here we go. We're playing this for Pastor Eldridge.
Right.
It's a rough draft, okay?
Get my level right.
Can you guys hear it, Pastor Eldridge? Pastor Eldridge, could you hear that?
I can hear it.
You able to hear it? Okay, good. All right.
No money in the bank, no money on my book. I'm not a crook, no matter what you think, no matter how I look, no matter what you sling, no matter what you push. I never take a ghost, I'll never be a fiend. I'm out to make a buck, not meant to be a slave. No razor to my throat, no blade to my veins. I'll never self-destruct. You talk about change or selling fake hope. You want to be a don, I want to be a dad. I'm just trying to be a man. You think I'm about this bag, but you don't understand. Or taking home a band and whipping in the jag. Or bring a fake friend, this shit that I done had. You trying to get sex, I'm trying to take a breath. I want to love soul, you only love the flesh. You trying to be fresh, I'm only being real. And I don't give a F if I ever sell.
So, Pastor Eldridge, at this moment, this is a rough draft, and he's in the process of making an album, and it'll be out next year. And I was privileged.
One thing I got to say.
Yes, sir.
Little constructive criticism. Yachty?
Yeah.
You got a fresh flow. Your flow is fresh. I love the flow. You hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Because it's not just I was listening to how you put the words together, how you was actually doing it. Yeah, and it was consistent. Throughout the whole verse, you actually stayed on point with that. That's awesome, man. That's a fresh flow. Fresh flow.
I'll be right back. Keep talking. I'll be right back. Keep talking. I'll be right back.
I was more like a stylist when I would rhyme. And so as far as the style, it was fresh. It was a fresh style. The flow was fresh. It was a fresh style.
Listen, I'm filling in for Dad because Mom wanted him.
All right.
So, what you talking about?
So right now we're talking about music. We just listened to Dalu, which means thank you. And it was Dalu was a rough draft I did over the phone.
Okay.
You did the song over the phone?
Yeah, so I do pre-work before I go to the studio. So, I'll take an idea, I'll take a beat, I'll write to it, and I'll take the music, let it play on the speakers, and then just rap it into the phone. That's how I do rough drafts. So what you just heard is basically my phone.
Right. So it's not done, Wait, did Pastor L just say, look, you need to mix in the EQ? Is that what he was talking?
Man, you know.
I don't know if that's where we're going, but
that is what I said. That's not what I'm saying.
It needs to be mixed out.
No, it's nowhere near.
When I rhyme, I'm a stylist, and so basically the style was fresh. It was a fresh style, and it was consistent. It was good. It was really good.
See now, Pastor L. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying, Pastor L. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, that's it.
Well, see, this is the thing. This is what I planned on for New Year's. I had planned because I'm finally in the situation where my wife does not hate me because I'm always out of town. Okay? My children actually have a consistent dad at home in the evening. Okay? And then let me see. What did I do last year? Did I come and hang out with y'all for New Year's last year? No. I didn't come hang out with y'all for New Year's last year. I stayed at home. And my family, we just went to sleep, and I got up and I did whatever I did. And it was nice. And so I took the pressure off of my New Year's plans, and I decided this year I was going to stream for the New Year's. I was going to do my own little programming. I was going to program, you know what I'm saying? I was going to get all my footage from back in the day when we used to do the New Year's program. I have all that footage. You know what I'm saying? And I got between now and December to edit the footage and get it all together. And then I was going to stream through my Facebook pages and through YouTube to currently right now I have 912 friends on Facebook. So I was going to stream to all of them. I was going to make sure all of them had a message from me to say Happy New Year. And then I was going to stream our content. But now you want me to come out to the north side of Chicago, and I'm betwixt. Mm-hmm. What do I do, Pastor Elgin? How is it going to work?
Well, maybe if you replay or re-say your itinerary.
Yes, sir.
Then I think about how to help you.
All right, so let me look at this. All right, let me look at this. So here's what New Year's is. New Year's, the 31st of December is on a Tuesday, right? And then New Year's Day is on a Wednesday.
Sam, it's that time for me. We'll get back up
Yachty,
this week.
Yachty, we'll talk. Thank you so much for thanks for spending some time with me, Yachty. You guys, Yachty, you don't have your website. Let me just plug your website real quick, Yadi. What's the website again?
The clinic or Facebook?
You want people to connect with you on Facebook, or you want them to connect with your?
I think Facebook is probably a good lane.
Facebook is the lane.
They'll recognize some of the things that you show them from. Right. Facebook /Y Alamin. And Pastor, it's good talking to you, and I appreciate the constructive criticism. I definitely got to get in the studio. So you're dead on point.
Yeah, it was good. I didn't know y'all had did it over the phone. I didn't know it was a rough draft or none of that.
See, you see what happens when you call me? You get back. Remember, sir, I have footage of you. You know what I'm saying? It's rough drafts. That's what I do. I like people in the process. I don't need you when you're famous because you don't need me. We don't need each other. But doggone it, when you're in your process, that's when we need each other. Yes, sir.
I love you, man. We actually doing a food drop-off.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to holler at y'all in a little bit because I'm going to go to this person's house.
All right. Well, then, both of y'all. See both of y'all later. Pastor Eldridge and Yadi Alamin, thank you both for being on the Matt Ellipsis Show.
Hold on. You got a
Yes, ma'am.
This is your auntie Helen.
Yes, ma'am.
You got to call me. You don't
Okay.
call me no more. You hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I have to call you. Yes, ma'am. I will call you.
Matt Ellipsis.
Yes, sir.
Harry, the soldier.
Yes.
The husband. We love you, man.
Love you too, man.
All right. We're going to holler at you.
So, look, we'll talk, let's plan to talk Tuesday. Okay? Because I'm going to Michigan. And I'll be in Michigan. And so on Tuesday, we'll be able to talk and we'll be able to iron out this whole thing. Okay? I'll send you an email probably tomorrow or later tonight to figure out how we're going to do this.
Sounds
all
good.
right.
God bless you, sir. Yadi, nice meeting you. You're in Chicago?
No, Yadi is in North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yep. So it'll work.
All right, let me holler.
Yep. Enjoy, man. Take care of your business. Helping people out.
We're supposed to be out breaking yokes, removing burdens, not just speaking just to say we spoke, then leave them hurting. They've been drawn to you for one purpose. Take all that you learned in church and start working in your anointing. Start working in your anointing. There are decisions I must make. Dealing with offense, I must forgive and love, not hate. Expecting things from God, I must let patience work and wait. Asking for forgiveness, cause God said he'll clean my slate. Guilt can make me break. Satan on my case. Mustering the strength to push him back up out my face. Bringing up my past, although God said it is erased. I know that all he wants to do is get me out my pace and pull me out the race, but I refuse to lose. Prepare myself with scriptures, cause they then become my shoes. My steps are then directed to walk out these gospel truths. Then I get my cross as Jesus said and follow suit. So yes, I pay my dues, but this is what's profound. I can't let temporal circumstances get me down. I must walk by faith and not by sight, taste, touch, or sound. And thumbing through the scriptures, now I am no longer bound, cause this is what I found. In your anointing, start working in your anointing. I rejoice, cause nothing comes between God and me. It's my choice to worry or let peace fulfill me. My patience is developed for someone's example. Take no thought, because anxiety, it wants to trample through my mind and have me doubting all of God's provisions and have me off course, not thinking about my mission. So I do everything by prayer and petition, and add my supplication to show my submission. Lift my hands to offer up my gratitude. The peace of God comes to stranglehold my attitude. I need that peace that passes all my understanding. Yes, the peace of God evidences His second chances. Jehovah Shalom rules all decisions in my heart. It is the peace of God keeps me when stuff's falling apart. Finally, whatsoever things are true, replay them in your mind. Whatsoever things you do scripturally fall in line. Whatsoever things are noble, start to meditate. Whatsoever things are just, begin to demonstrate. Whatsoever things are pure, go and invest your trust. Whatsoever things are lovely, would destroy the lust. Now whatsoever things proceed from out your lips, they should be ministering words that will uplift. And if you come across any testimony, stop and let God know you love Him, and He'll give you peace. Now think about it. We're supposed to be out breaking yokes, removing burdens, not just speaking just to say we spoke, then leave them hurting. They've been drawn to you for one purpose.
Go ahead and there we go. Are you there, Miss Marissa? How do you like to say Marissa or Marissa?
Marissa's fine.
So is that like your real name is Marissa, or like is it something else? Like is it short for Marisaria, Marsipial?
No. My full name is Marissa.
It is Marissa. Okay, gotcha. So what I have here, and then so I got one thing. I got your Facebook page up, and then what's the website?
So there's MarissaFayCohen.com.
Marissa F-A-Y?
F-A-Y-E.
Cohen.com. All right. Well, welcome to another episode of the Matt Ellipsis Show, and yeah, this is the one that I was looking at earlier last week, and I have Marissa Faye Cohen on the line here. She is, as it says on her website, she is the best-selling author of Breaking the Silence. She is an author, speaker, and activist. And I just read that from her website, which means that I'm a professional, right? Doesn't that mean I'm a professional? Because the website told me what you are, so I tell the world what you are. Did I do it the right way?
Yeah, that's perfect.
So talk to me, Marissa. How have you been for these past couple of years?
I've been great. I quit my full-time job, and now I work full-time for myself, creating resources for survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault to help them on their healing journey and help them break their silence. So that is the most gratifying thing that I think I could be doing. And I love it. I'm publishing my second book. It's called Breaking Through the Silence, #Men2, specifically about male survivors of sexual assault and domestic violence and what they have gone through, because I think that the Me Too movement missed men. I think that men were overshadowed and pushed to the side, which I think was needed at the time, but now it's time for everybody to be part of the Me Too movement. And that's what I'm trying to portray in my book.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I got you. Well, that's meaningful, and I really appreciate that. And as much as I want to delve into the serious topics that you and I have talked about before, I am so very interested in this kind of gossipy, schadenfreude scenario that you are in. And so if we can start there, I think I would be grateful, because you sounded very happy. You sounded very happy about something, and I personally, just like your book encourages the people to not feel bad about the things that have happened to you, I want to encourage you to not feel bad about feeling good. So
for other people's misfortune.
It's unfortunate about their misfortune, but sometimes fortune happens that way. And so, do you care to lay it out for everybody, kind of the situation that you kind of had to deal with?
Yeah, of course. So I have been bartending for about 12 years in various states and countries. Okay. And I worked at this one bar where the managers were so bad, and they were specifically nasty to me. And so I left less than a year ago, and I
wait, no. Before you go there, you got to set it up. Help me understand. You said they treat you so bad. Now, that could have meant anything. Let's give me about maybe let's say 3 good solid stories to help me understand why you would say that they treated you so bad. Were they racial against you, or was it against women, or was it against people who lived in Illinois for a little while?
Oh no, they were just personal attacks. It was all against me specifically. I called out one of my coworkers for stealing and for drinking on the job, and the manager then tried to get me in trouble and tried to make me look bad by writing me up for things that I never did, so he could create a paper trail and fire me. One of the last straws was, do you remember that day last February when it was negative 55 degrees in Illinois?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, you talking about in Illinois, or?
Yeah, in the Chicago land area, there was a day where it was negative 55 degrees. The news and the government were saying, don't leave your house, and most businesses had closed down for the day. Mm-hmm. So this bar did not. And so I told them I'm not coming in because I'm not leaving my house for health reasons. And instead of closing down and giving a crap about their employees, he held that against me until the day I quit, where they would plant things and take things out of the fridge and make it look like I didn't do my job. These are such little, minuscule, dumb things, but it was very, very pointed, and it made me uncomfortable to work. I would go to work, and I would be yelled at, and I would be watched by other coworkers. I would have spies that are the manager's friends come in and watch me, and people would tattle on me for talking about things. It was really, really ridiculous. I just felt very trapped, and I was being watched all the time, and it was uncomfortable. So I finally quit and work at a different place, and I like it much better where I am. But the funny part of the story is it has probably been approximately 8 months since I left there, and I went to go in there for dinner today, and as soon as we walked in the door, all the lights were off. In the front of the restaurant, the lights were off. The tables were filthy, and there was nobody in there except for a couple people at the bar. And the host came over and was like, "Hey guys, so we're actually closed tonight, and also forever. We're closed down. The managers just told us about 10 minutes ago that we are no longer open for business, and everyone has to find new jobs." And when I tell you That was extremely gratifying because as that was being said, the managers that were nasty to me were walking around like freaking out because they didn't know what they were going to do.
Wow.
And it was a beautiful moment for me. Karma is a bitch.
Wow. Amazing. That's, whew. Man. Now, okay, so it's right now Central Time. Are you on Central Time or are you on a different time zone? Because I don't know where you're at now.
I'm still in Chicago, so no, I'm in Central Time.
Okay, so look, let me ask you a question. What time do you have to go to work in the morning?
Well, I work in my office is across the hall from my room.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like in other words, you said that you work for yourself, but you know, people say that, but then they still work at a job. You know what I'm saying? And they gotta go punch the clock. You know, and you know, book selling and you know, speaking and you know, doing all the stuff you're doing. It can't be sustaining your life. It can't be, is it?
Not yet, but I have a plan for 2020 so that I won't need to bartend anymore.
Okay. Oh, so you work you bartend at night to do what you're doing?
Sometimes I bartend about 3 days a week.
Okay.
And then spend all of the rest of my time working on my stuff.
Cause I'm very interested. You know, you got this link on here that says working together, and I know that you mean, you know, with seminars and retreats and one-on-one coaching and programs. But I just want you to know that. Are you in front of your computer?
I'm not, but I know my website pretty well.
No. I know you know your website, but you don't know my website.
You're right.
Right? So I'm about to tell you something really quick, just so you're aware of this, ma'am. Let me take everybody to my website. So I'm recording my screen as we're recording this audio, and if you were to click on, you go to m3dots.com and click on Gateway to the District, you will find Marissa's face on the website. Ever since we did our interview back in, what was that? Was that 2017 or 2016?
I think so. No, I think it was 17.
It was 2017. If you scroll down, where we at? Boom, Marissa Cohen. Now, I did not have your website up there because you didn't even have a website up before. You know what I'm saying? You have come a long way, and I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I mean, you and I, we did that interview, and then after that, I started seeing a bunch of people getting in trouble for Me Too movement stuff, and I was like, where's Marissa? And you were going, I said, oh my God, she's activated. So,
thank you so much.
You have come a long way. I'm so proud of you. You are on my website. I got the picture up right now for the viewers to see. And I just want you to know I really, really admire what you're doing. You have decided to take a specific group of our world that kind of are struggling with certain areas, and you dedicated your time to them. I'm so proud of you. I really am, you know. So
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm with you on your journey. As you know, I'm with you. I'm not going anywhere, at least for the next 7 years. So you got 7 years with me, okay? Is that okay? 7 years?
That sounds perfect.
So look, do you mind can I take an hour? I need to cut my son's hair. And I know this sounds so unprofessional. But we've been moving around, but I have to cut his hair before he goes to bed, because if I don't cut his hair, then it's going to look like mine right now. And he's got to get to sleep for school. So can I call you back in about less than an hour?
Yeah, absolutely. Just text me.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. And give my chance to show, and then we're going to continue. So thank you so much. With Marissa Cohen, son, get ready. I'm going to cut your hair. Come over here, son. Say hi to Marissa real quick. No.
Hi.
Hold on. She didn't. Hold on. You gotta put the earpiece in. He's so. You know what he did for me, Marissa? When you know what he did for me?
What?
I had to run upstairs, and he came over and sat in my chair and continued the show while I went upstairs. Isn't that nice?
Oh, that's really cute.
Yes, it is. Because I had two people on the line. I said I got to run upstairs real quick, and so then he put the headphones on and he started interacting with them. And I'm just so like my little son. That's my producer right there.
He's the most lovely too. Oh.
so anyway.
Podcast too.
Here, look. Here's what she said. She said. So, son, she said that you might have your own podcast too. Here, what did you say?
Yeah, I'm going to. It's coming to be called Nate TV.
You gonna call it Nate TV?
Yeah, I've already got the logo.
You got? Oh, that's what you said. Yes.
He's an entrepreneur. I love it.
So anyway,
Melissa, I can help you.
Sounds good. Look, we got a lot to talk about, so I will call you back in less than an hour. Okay? Thank you, ma'am.
No problem. Bye.
All right, let's go cut your hair.
Wait, not yet. I've got to finish.
You got Vintage Design to make your logo, son.
No, Dad. Vintage Design can't do this. I think I...
Yes, it can. All right, y'all. That's the end of this part right here, and we're out.
Okay, let's try this.
Hey, what's going on, Marissa? Hey, I got my son cut my hair and I cut his hair, and so we kind of, it took longer than I anticipated because my wife, she had a few things that she wanted me to make sure that I did to her hair, and I just couldn't do it too quick. So I'm so sorry that it took me so long, but I'm grateful that we got at least a few minutes, and I'm gonna make it part of the episode, because before I got on the phone with you, I was actually doing an episode with I ended up talking to two of my friends, and we got a lot done. So what I'm gonna do is I'll give you a call tomorrow, and we'll just do it straight audio phone way, and then we'll go from there. Anyway, thank you much, and we will talk a little bit later. Okay, bye-bye. Well, all right. So this is actually a pretty doggone good day. Oh, snaps. Okay. Well, look at this. Hey, Matt. How special to hear from you. Thanks for the birthday wishes. This is Sharon Larkin. Let me see if I can put a picture up of her. Well, wow, look at this. We are friends on Facebook. So might as well, take a few minutes here and say some wonderful things about the one and only Sharon Larkin. That's her on the right there. Left or right, depending on how you see it. The only woman in the picture. Let's see if I can find another. Okay, that's Sharon there. See if I can find. Wow, look at that. Wow. Wow. I hope she doesn't mind. I'm scrolling through her Facebook page. Let me see if I can find a solo picture of it, because I want to say a few things about Sharon Larkin. Let me say a few things. Well, you know what? I'll just use a picture of her and her wonderful husband. Here we go. All right, so this is Sharon Larkin right here. And all All right. She is the board president at the Toma Theater. Okay. And her and the other members of the board, they accepted me. When I came, I presented to them the idea of bringing the Matt Ellipsis Show to the theater, and they allowed me to do 2 nights, and those 2 nights went over pretty well. And so since then, my schedule has gotten pretty busy, and but my son was able to go, and he was able to get involved in the Young Actor Studio, and they gave a presentation at the theater, which was wonderful. So we're part of the theater community, and Sharon Larkin and we haven't talked in a while, and I want to say it on my show. Happy 75th birthday! It's a big deal to be 75. And thank you, Sharon Larkin. Thanks for allowing me to bring my show with the help of Melissa Carroll and all the other people that were there. You all gave me one of my best days in 2018, or 2 of my best nights in 2018. So thank you so much for what you did for me. And they had a big old picture of me on the billboard. If you look at if you type in Matt Ellipsis MC, if you type that into YouTube, you'll see a comedy video or whatever. And at the tail end, I put in there the theater having my name on the marquee and the big poster. That's the first time that that's happened, and so it was very special. I'm grateful for it. I'm really grateful for it, and so Toma has been good to me from that respect, and the theater, they've been wonderful people. So thank you so much, Sharon. So all right, we got that. I want to switch gears for a second and sort of talk about a couple things that are up. All right. So this is an interview that I did with this is an interview that I did with Pastor Rick, and I should put this in. And I just want to give you guys, I just want to give you guys attention to it so that you guys can see. This is something we did a while ago, and I was going through my footage today. I said, let me drop this today. Rick, when he saw it, he was happy about it. He gave me the thumbs up. So it's sitting on YouTube, and it's here. If you type in Matt Ellipsis and Rick Vessel, then this particular video should pop up. Let me just play a little bit of this.
I want you to be able to reach people who look like you, which is like me, with what it is that they believe.
Not there with it's 2 separate things. Their Christian beliefs or whatever, their beliefs, that's separate from the stuff that they're trying to do in terms of making money. We're talking about Purple Monkey Garage. Okay, let me fast forward a little bit. Talking about scripture, right? And his basic thing was that the Bible was used by white people to enslave black people. And at that particular time in my life, I didn't have much of a answer for that. So in this portion right here, I'm talking about. You're not going to suck me into a debate.
Exactly.
Because you. All right, we're talking about debating scripture with people that are not necessarily Christians. I think that's what we're talking about at this point. And there was a story that I had where this particular guy and we actually sat down. We actually talked and argued for more than like 5 hours about scripture, and so let me just play a little bit of this, just because I haven't heard it.
And I learned that a long time ago. This one guy
went looking for a debate to try to debate anybody in the sense of
trying to prove that they're
trying to prove himself right. Exactly. So I think what we have to realize that the Christian faith, the faith that we have, first and foremost, it is the truth. Jesus, he's a person. He is the truth, and we don't always have to try to defend him all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because we feel like if we don't, we're not men, or we're not as Christian. You know what I'm saying? Like he is the truth.
Right.
And I can you can miss me with it. I'm okay with not having to defend myself of why it is that I believe what I believe to you.
Right.
Especially if you're not sincere.
Yeah. Especially
if you're not really sincere and you want to seek him. If you're anti-Christ, I don't need to explain anything to you.
Right, and you're not gonna suck me in. You're not gonna suck me into a debate.
Exactly.
Because you basically just want to. And I learned that a long time ago. This one guy, my sister and I, we had just come from church, and we sat up. We talked for about 6 or 7 hours, talking about scripture, right? And his basic thing was that the Bible was used by white people to enslave black people. And at that particular time in my life, I didn't have much of a answer for that. So we're going around and around and around. And by the end of it, I'm so fatigued, I'm answering the question just like him. What's the purpose of the Bible? It was to make it was to enslave black people. And I don't believe that, whatever right now. But just to wear you down with debating.
Exactly. You were drained. You know what I'm saying? And now this is what it also can do.
Talk to me.
When you feel like, okay, I wasn't able to explain myself, maybe they won,
Right.
So now instead of you spending some time with the Lord and reading the Word, because you enjoy reading the Word, you enjoy God revealing things so you give you revelation, you're going to intentionally try to study a specific thing that you felt like you need to win to somebody you lost now. Like, okay, man, they beat me in the Trinity or whatever. I couldn't explain that. So now let me just try to study this to prove to this person that this is true, as opposed to me fellowshipping with my Father.
Right.
See, this is the thing. We are sons who are in a relationship with our Father. So your son is, he's not gonna go and read a book about you in another room when you're in the other room, when he can go in that room. So see, we have a relationship with a person, with our Father. So it's like, oh man, now I gotta study Dad to help somebody, to try to make somebody else know. No, I just want to spend time with Dad. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. And I
want to spend some time with Dad. And Dad is amazing.
He is amazing. And the thing about it is that when you do spend time with your Heavenly Father, you come to find out that this is what at least for me, my way of dealing with it, is that because of the ministry of reconciliation, there are certain people that are going to be drawn to different people. And so when they're talking, like you said, you discern whether or not they're sincere or whether they're being disingenuous in any way related to why they're asking questions or whatever. So when you figure it out, then you find out that they are really talking to God through me. And I don't necessarily need to answer for God.
Exactly.
Because letting them talk, God's hearing them because I'm there. And now whatever it is that God is going to do in their life, I may speak a prayer privately or whatever, then that person is going to end up seeing or coming in contact with the answer or whatever. I wrote this line, and I truly believe it. Somebody may be wanting a psychic, and God will send them to an apostle. You know what I'm saying? Like he will give you what you need, even though you may want something that's less than that.
Right.
You know, depending on the situation. What are you gonna say?
Exactly. And you know, God has a way of drawing people to you who are open to wanting Him.
Yeah.
Like this brother that just came in.
Yeah.
He's always looking for me. He wants Jesus, and God keeps sending him my way. I'm not going to stress out looking for. Right. I gotta go and preach to somebody today because God says to save souls. I'm all for saving souls, but I have an understanding that I'm in rest knowing that my Father, He's God, and He knows that I'm His. He knows that you're His. He knows who's open. He knows who's not. He knows who He's going to draw. You know what I'm saying? So we really can live a life of rest as sons. And when I say rest, I don't mean, see, people say, they just think of a lazy, rest. Oh, man, I'm a sloppy Christian. I don't do that. No, man, I don't preach to nobody. No, it's not that. It's I'm so in rest of who my Father is that I know that He wants me to have an opportunity to witness more than I even do. So He's going to make that opportunity come about. I don't have to make this happen. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what rest
and
is.
It actually confirms one other thing that about you, which we had a conversation where this might change.
That's enough of that, but you got it. At the end of it, there is a song that we did called Just Be. So it's right at the top of my news feed or whatever. So if you just, go on to Facebook, type in Matt Ellipsis, and right now that's at the top. I also have a commercial for Farmers Night. Oh. All right. This is the Matt Ellipsis Show. And I'm here with Dave. And Dave has a special message for the farmers. We're going to have Farmer Night at 608 Live. The Matt Ellipsis Show. We're going to have Farmer Night at 608 Live, 24 January and 13 March. Okay? 608 Live. We're going to have Farmer Night. And Dave, let me know the winning strategy for Farmers Night. Take it away, Dave.
Well, you farmers, you guys are always getting the raw deal of everything around here. Every time you turn around, milk prices are going down, your lion prices are going up, you can't get rid of your grain, it rains, it snows, there's nothing good for you guys to do. Well, tonight we're going to give you half price on the tickets for Matt. Says, get your wife. She gets half price. You get half price. Come down, enjoy some drinks with us, and laugh all night long.
Dang! Bring your farmer stories. That's because you said prove you're a farmer. So if you're ready to give us a farmer story, because I don't want to see documentation. I got a farmer or whatever. No. But
we just want real farmers to come in and enjoy their night.
Right, and I mean what type of comedy would they enjoy? I mean, because I'm a black guy. What could I say that would be actually that a farmer would be able to identify with?
Farmers, all they really like to do, they like to laugh and enjoy themselves. Yeah. So make them laugh, get them enjoying themselves, and you got them wrapped around your finger.
Now, so let me ask you a question. Son. Okay, if a farmer comes and I give them half off, I can do that. What should I give them if they could bring an Amish person with them?
Make them.
Well, say again?
Have you found your bear pajamas?
I might have to find them next week. So I'm
I'm finishing up this episode. Why don't you look in the camera and let everybody know what you want them to know.
But where am I? Could you make it so that I can see myself?
No, I mean, you just have to know it's there because it's there. Don't tap the mic. Just
okay.
Say goodnight or,
Good night.
Yeah. To the people. Listen, by the way, earlier in the episode, you stepped in and kept the show going when I had to run upstairs. Thank you for doing that. Right? You helped out with the commercial upstairs. And I got the video. I'm gonna post that video that you did where you cut my hair. How you like that?
Dad, could we go on the air once?
We are on the air right now.
Oh. Listen to your daily fart sounds.
What? I'll get you. Look, I'll get you some fart sounds.
Okay, but Dad.
Yeah. All right, I'll.
Oh, this looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'll. Well, I guess that's the end of the episode because I'm about to go.
Make a different theme song. All yours is dun dun.
Yeah, that's how you started. That's how I started.
What if you do like this? This is Nate TV. Da ba ba da da ba ba da ba da. This is Nate TV. Da ba ba da da ba ba da ba da.
This is Nate TV.
Da ba ba da da ba ba da ba da.
This is Nate TV.
Da ba ba da da ba ba da ba.
This is Nate TV.
Da ba ba da da ba ba da ba.
This is Nate TV.
Da ba ba da da ba ba da ba.
This is Nate TV.
Da ba ba da da ba ba da.
This is Nate TV.
Da ba da da ba ba da.
All right. Anyway, look, you guys have a good night. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
One day, you sit right here. I'll sit right over there.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a little talk about But what I need an idea on what we're gonna talk about.
I mean, we could talk about we talk about
Miraculous and how good it is.
Yeah. There's only one part I don't like.
Don't need to talk about it.
There's only one part I don't like.
And done.
We done? We out of here?
Yeah.
Did we accomplish what we wanted?
Wait. Hey.
All right.
And then,
we're out of here.
Okay, there. Okay. Goodbye for now, people. Wait. And snap. Seriously, man, turn this thing off.
Yeah, turn it off.
Abracadabra. Hocus pocus. Alakazam. Shimishanga.
Hey, what song?
Wait, chimichanga.
What song, son? What song
Balkan
should...
Nights.
No,
Balkan Nights is good
that.
for everything.
I know. But what song should we play going out? What song?
Da 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 la la da 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 la la da 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 da
What
da
song?
da da da.
What song should we leave with?
Let's see.
You want to play that Christmas song that you was in?
Yeah.
That's Silent Night.
Silent night, holy night,
Bye,
all's calm and bright. Holy night, born was our cry. Silent night, holy night, all's calm and bright. Holy night, born was our like this. Everybody lift your hands up like this. Everybody lift your hands up like this. Everybody lift your hands up. Perspective like there you go. Think of this from head to toe. How are we going to flow when gratefulness is way too low? Fix your mouth to say it loud. By yourself or with the crowd. God is great, I'm redeemed, and I say so. Omnipresent, always round. How to make God consciousness. Pray in truth, it will make sense. God is great, I'm redeemed, and I say so. Always round, omnipresent. Present like an ever-present help in time of need. Come on, lift your hands with me. Come on, lift your hands with me. Perspective like there you go. Think of this from head to toe. How are we going to flow when gratefulness is way too low? Fix your mouth to say it loud. By yourself or with the crowd. God is great, I'm redeemed, and I say so. Omnipresent, always round. How to make God consciousness. Pray in truth, it will make sense. God is great, I'm redeemed, and I say so. Always around, omnipresent, present like an ever-present help in time of need. Come on, lift your hands with me. Come on, lift your hands with me.